Hi you guys, so this vlog is gonna be a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Bear with me. This is just real life. This is just really how I'm feeling. This is my life distance teaching on a Thursday in October 1st. That's just, it's real, it's raw, it's just me. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I accidentally turned off my computer. Fantastic. Yes, this is great. All right, hello, everyone. Good morning, you guys. Today is Thursday, October 1st, and we are on week 8 of distance learning. You know, I woke up, or I went to bed last night really, feeling decently well. Today I'm not feeling the best. And what I mean by that is like, my mentality is not the best today. But I'm gonna try to battle through this because I'm literally battling with myself to be happy right now. I'm just gonna be very honest. Usually the kids log on at 8. They usually all come on around 8:05, 8:10, and then we work on our morning question. Oh, I asked them what their favorite song is and why, because we're working on explaining, which you will see in this lesson, but this is just very hard for me right now. I'm just gonna make my coffee because that's what I usually do while they are working on their morning question. Starbucks cold brew, natural bliss creamer. Put it together and you get this. It's really good. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be like this. I mean, I'm not sorry. This is like 100% real and genuine, so I'm just not feeling it today. Distance learning is another type of mindset you need, and I've been doing well with my mindset, but today my body is literally telling me I need a break. Really, really delicious. I'll be working from this chair today because I feel like I need it. I've been sitting at that table for 2 weeks. I need a change of pace. All right, you guys, how are you doing with the morning question? Wow, I like that song. That's my jam. That's the kind of vibe I like. That's the kind of vibe I like. That does not mean that I don't like everyone else's. That's just my personal opinion. Everyone else's is great. My favorite song is Ding Dong. I like because it's creepy and it gets you in a good mood for the rest of the day, by Liz Robinette. All right, let's listen to it. Do not play this song. It has bad words on it. Okay, I'll put you guys on mute and I'll listen because I'm just genuinely curious.
Miss T, that was a different song.
What is it called? I typed in Top Shoda Flow by NLE Choppa.
That was right.
Oh, it was? Wow, that was cool. I like how heavy the beat was. It made me feel like I wanted to like work out or go punch something. I'm gonna try my best to do some spooky stuff for the month of October. I'm a little limited with distance learning, so today is one of our final days of learning about adding carrot. Adding details, adding carrots. The last 3 lessons we have learned about adding sensory carrots, right? Taste, touch, smell, hear. Oh my gosh, you guys, what's the other one?
Smell.
Smell, thank you. My gosh. So today we're looking at a little bit of a different type of carrot. And again, if we were in class, I would have a giant poster of a carrot on the wall, and we would refer to that all year long of all our different carrots we use. We are working on the carrots who, what, when, where, why, and how. 6 more carrots. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your exit ticket. So what you need to do is create a detailed mini story about going to the park. You are going to tell me when, where, why, how, who, and what. A mini story with all of those carrots explaining going to the park. All right, you guys, see you tomorrow. For those of you who are leaving and are done, bye. I'm done teaching group A for the day. Today we just hung out a little bit, talked about the music choices they liked. I mean, I put it all previously, and then we worked on explaining using who, what, when, where, why, and how. But I created it, it's on my TPT, and now I'm gonna make some breakfast. Honestly, like just hanging out with my kids today, talking to them about their favorite music, laughing this morning has made my mood so much better. I mean, you guys could totally tell like the difference, you know? So hey, that's just life right now. Alrighty, cheese, hash brown, or diced potatoes. I drink this. This is tomato and red onion with some lime. This is pure heaven. Wait for that. Red chili flakes and an avocado. Hey, John.
Ooh, oh my goodness. How's your internet today?
I think it's fine. I didn't have really any issues. I had one parent mention it, but it seemed fine. So I just talked to my friend. He's a teacher as well. So, you know, we just discuss and share ideas and opinions, and we just vent. So it's nice. It's not complaining. It's literally just talking about your feelings and how you're feeling. We're about to start group B right now. I'm gonna get them set up on the computer. I'm gonna do the same exact thing as I did this morning. R means restate, A means answer, C means cite, E means explain. Here you guys are. Go ahead and go to slide 4. Make sure it's slide 4. It says 4 in the corner. While I read the examples to you, I want you to think which one's boring, makes you want to sleep, and which one's interesting and packed full of details and makes you want to keep reading. The basketball player received the basketball. He ran to the hoop, jumped, and dunked the basketball into the net. Okay, interesting. Slide number 2, or number 2, option number 2. LeBron James received the basketball from his teammate, Anthony Davis. LeBron sprinted to the hoop, rocketing upward and slamming the ball into the net, making the game-winning basket. Which example had more detail and was more interesting to read? Thank you. 1 is trash, 2 is amusing. Thank you so much. Completely agree. Good, I see 2s all around, up and down, 2s. So number 2 it was more amusing. Number 2 was amusing. It made me want to keep reading. I could literally picture everything happening in my head. So tell me in the chat box, why? Why is it more amusing? Why is option number 2 more amusing and amazing and more fun to read? Why? Because it has more detail and it sounds in your head cool. Okay, so you can imagine it in your head. You can picture it in your head. Excellent, I totally agree. The first one makes me want to sleep. Do you think I want to read answers that you guys provide like that? No, that is boring. You guys aren't boring. You guys have so many ideas and thoughts in your head. Make it interesting. I love the details. I love details. I eat them. I eat them up for lunch. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, you guys, it is 2 o'clock. My distance learning is over for the day, thank gosh. Okay, actually right now is a time where I still have like 55 minutes before school's over. So I'm taking a break really quick, and then I'm going to be calling parents who didn't show up or their kids who didn't show up. And by the way, it's dropping more and more every single week. In my group B, I have like 8 kids that show up out of 15. So I call, I see what's going on. Sometimes get responses, I sometimes don't. And then I put in for attendance. Everything changes so quickly, I just don't really know. To my understanding, if I see them in person and they are like sitting in the screen, like they're sitting there, even though they're not participating or doing work, they're marked as present, and then I mark them a certain way in Power School. If students don't log in at all, but turn in the independent asynchronous work, they are counted as present, and I mark them a certain way into Power School, and then everyone else is just like normal. like if they are participating, doing the work, turning it in, whatever, like in class basically. And then there's the kids that just don't show up, and I mark them tardy or absent. So and there are kids who just don't show up to the web meetings, and I don't know why. I reach out, I don't know why. And my whole thing is, like, if kids aren't or can't show up to the web meetings, like, how are they learning any new information? That's the part I just don't get. Like, I don't know how you're gonna pass like 5th grade right now, you know, when you're not learning new information because you're not coming to my live instruction, you know? I don't know. That's just like what I don't understand. Just don't know. All right, so right now is snack time. I'm gonna eat a snack. So I kind of like just eat breakfast, eat a couple snacks, and then I eat a really good dinner. Have a bowl of cereal with some almond milk. And it's to the point in my life, well, usually is, I look forward to eating throughout the day because that's my joy. In California, I'm in California, like I said, I'm in Southern California. I'm part of Los Angeles County. However, like, we're so far away from Los Angeles that I don't really get why we're in Los Angeles County. But anyways, like, you know, I don't know. We're so far away from it. We're closer to the neighboring county than we are to LA. But anyways, they are now mandating and like making us, forcing us, telling us to start engagement logs for the asynchronous time, which means the independent work. So that's something I need to wrap my mind around in how to grade and what to do for that, because the biggest struggle is the asynchronous work. Like, not a lot of kids do it. Not a lot of kids do the independent work. I don't know what it is. I say it every day. Just don't know. So I have to figure out how I'm going to like grade that, and we have to show proof of it. Let me eat my cereal and enjoy for like 10 minutes. Oh no, you guys, I forgot to turn in attendance. I have 1 minute to do it. So part of my process is looking at the asynchronous time to see if any students who didn't show up turn in their like independent work to count as them being here. Okay, got it. I made it. Good. What is the value of number 3? What is the value of number 3? This is our whole cube. It's our whole number. So basically, decimals are taking parts of our whole. We're taking pieces away of our whole. I wish I had scissors. We'll go with it. This is our whole. It's a whole cube. It's nice and thick. There's no pieces missing from it. So when we enter the decimal, that shows that it's a part of our whole. It's a part of it, right? We're taking a piece from it. It's a part. I'm just gonna write it down here in red so we can try to understand. If I took 10 tenths and stacked them on top of each other, that would give me one whole. It would give me one of these. We just numbered our paragraph, so now we're gonna be able to read and answer the question using race. So as I read, I want you guys to watch my screen so you can see me following along with the cursor, just like you guys would follow along with your finger in a book. I want you to follow along with your cursor reading this. Okay, ready? Here we go. Frank was a poor man who worked at a local candy factory called Sweet Yums in Indiana. One day, working in the factory, Frank met the owner's daughter, Margaret. They instantly had a great connection with each other. Frank and Margaret fell in love with one another. However, Margaret's dad was not happy about his daughter dating a candy man. Frank randomly reported for work one day and was never seen again. The last place Frank was seen was making fudge. Legend says that even today, if you call out the name Candyman 5 times in the Sweet Yums candy factory, Frank's ghost will come to haunt you. Please do not cuss on the screen. Thank you. I don't want to hear that kind of language. It ruins my vibe. Did you see the Candyman though? Okay, so we read the passage. Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. I want you guys to read it to yourself. I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes and then we are gonna talk about it. Okay? Okay. 2 minutes on the clock. Set my timer for 2 minutes. Hey you guys, so before I talk about how I'm feeling, how distance learning is going, I want to just show you what we're working on in our classroom. So what we did was we did a race explaining interactive Google slide lesson that I created on TPT, and I actually added this extra lesson in with this product. So for those of you who already bought this product, it's added in there for free and it's the same price anyways. And today what you saw me teach earlier with the spooky story are my race spooky story questions. So there are 5 total, and there are 3 like stories where students have to kind of infer what happened in the spooky story. And then there's 2 like informative writing pieces for spookiness. It's not really spooky, but it's like how jack-o'-lanterns were created and the hidden danger in candy bars. So my kids really love them. I'm gonna continue to do them up until Halloween, really, because it's fun and the students know how to use race because of my race digital pack here. Everything I'm talking about will be linked down in the description box below. And again, I started, sorry, my dog's playing with me. I started using race, I think a couple weeks into school, and it has helped so much with students learning how to use race, and all my students are so good at it now. So if you're interested in the pack, down below. Also, I'm gonna bundle the spooky race question with the race boot camp. If you're interested, that will be a bundle as well. And I'm planning on doing more race interactive Google worksheets for November and December, keeping it fun, keeping it themed, because that's what's getting me through this. All right, so let's talk about today. Today is Tuesday. It was just a crazy day because last week we got emailed that we have to start engagement logs, and it's just, you know, that's overwhelming. And then today I received an email about having to call students who are absent and logging those times every time I call a student that is absent, and that overwhelmed me. And then we had a data meeting and that overwhelmed me as well. It's just a lot right now. I can go on and on, but some days, sometimes in the day, certain hours, I feel great. When I wake up, I have to mentally prepare myself like, okay, I need to digital teach for 2 hours and then it's lunch. Okay. And then I get to take my dogs on a walk, and then it's a little better. And then I'm like, okay, I can get through this afternoon class, I can do this. And then I get through it, and honestly, after school is when I'm happiest because it's over. Digital learning is just very hard. It has a lot of things wrong with it. So many things wrong with it. And I have just piles and piles and piles and piles of work and stress and expectation on my shoulders as a teacher that I'm just trying to manage. Now, if you would have saw me 3 hours ago, you would have seen something different. I literally was about to have a nervous breakdown earlier, and I'm not even joking, because it was just so overwhelming. So bam, 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 meeting, email, just everything coming at you. It's so much. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Again, I'm just hoping we get to go back to school in January. It is not set in stone. I'm just hoping we get to go back, but just knowing that we may not go back is really hurting my like outlook as well. Ugh. All right, so basically with this distance learning, some days are hard, some days are easier. It really just depends on so many factors. But today I had to break down a little bit and put myself together, because you need to show up for the kids. And even though it's through a screen, still need to show up. And what you saw with my spooky race, how I was reading that, I was literally just like, I just need to have as much fun as possible with these kids, even though if it's through a computer screen, like I have to try to make this fun. And I have to try, James, I have to try to make this fun, and I need to try make it fun because otherwise it's just gonna be miserable. I'm just not having that much fun in my job right now, and I'm just trying to have fun, but it is a mindset. So what I do when I start to feel stressed and overwhelmed, and I did it today, is I just breathed. I breathe in my nose, out my mouth, and just breathing to calm my nerves, to calm my body down, and just focusing on the task at hand. And that's what I was doing when I was planning, when I was turning in all these forms. You know, there's so many forms and so many things to turn in, and I'm in induction as well, so I have a lot of meetings, and it doesn't seem to end or stop. But if you just breathe and just focus on your breath and just focus on the task at hand and just being very present, it helps. And I set an intention for this week to just enjoy my kids and enjoy them. So I'm having my kids unmute themselves, and we're just talking in the beginning of class for the question of the day. We're just talking, having a conversation. So right now, if you're going through a hard time with digital learning, like I'm sure everyone is, or even hybrid, I don't even know what hybrid consists of or the struggles there, but I imagine that there are struggles. And just, I'm trying to separate what can I control, what can I not control. I can control my attitude, so I'm going to control my attitude. I'm gonna look at this as optimistically as possible, and it's okay if I have bad days, and it's okay if I feel down, and it's really okay if I feel stressed. Are you serious? I'm not even gonna act like it's not a thing. Everyone is stressed. Just because people claim they're not stressed does not mean they're not stressed, okay? So you guys, I hope this video just gave you some insight about how I'm doing distance learning. It's not easy, but why did we become teachers? We did it for the kids. I'm gonna get emotional. I just want to be back in the classroom so bad. I love teaching, I love being a teacher, so just being out of the classroom and not feeling like I am teaching to how I'm supposed to be teaching in the classroom, just with engagement and creating that environment for my students to learn. And you know, there's days where I don't even see students, there's days where students don't log on. I haven't even met some students, and it's week 9. It's just heavy, but we need to just think of the positives as well. I know we're going back to the classroom. We're not doing this forever. Crazy time, I know, just a crazy time. Well, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Please like this video if you liked it. Please share it if you think it will help any other teacher. Just know that the reason why we're so stressed is because we care, and that's a good thing. But don't care too much, because then people in your life, like your dogs and your family, miss a piece of you as well. And especially for yourself. You need to know when enough is enough and you spread yourself too thin. That was me today, and I made adjustments, and I feel better. Let me know how your distance learning, your hybrid learning, your school year is going down below. If you are hybrid, let me know how it is, because I'm hoping that we can go hybrid in January. I just can't imagine doing this for the rest of the school year. I will be devastated if we do. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Mwah. Say goodbye, Jamie. Goodbye. Ooh.